Yo, we gotta talk about the blonde, patchy dreaded menace that tried to send Lil Wayne to God. The man who had the whole industry and rap fans alike wondering what was wrong with him. From the gay rumors, wearing dresses, the confusing vocals to where you could barely tell what he was saying. It was hard to be a Young Thug fan around this time. But he was starting to get a little traction. Lifestyle had just dropped. Dropped.
Cool, okay, boo, I love her. I'm a saver, yes, I Danny Glover. I'ma call my poppin' for her fucking mother.
All About the Money with T.I. dropped.
Listen at the bando, a nigga jury real metal like a candle. I went from rad to riches to a feature with tip. I went from smart car to a bitch with some smart lips. And that, if it need make my hip lip.
And Da Vinci dropped.
Then they watch me like a fucking cable box. Bitches wanna fuck me and they also on my top. Mama told me never give tops outside the shop. Pull up on your girl, I'm lurking like a cop. But that nigga play on my beat, them like a box.
So going into 2015, Thug would become increasingly more close with Birdman, the person who started the whole Rich Gang movement. And around this time, Wayne and Birdman were having issues. Wayne wanted to drop the Carter 5, and Birdman wasn't going for it. So Wayne was getting mad, especially since Birdman was pushing Rich Gang so heavily. So you know what Thug decided to do to one of his biggest idols and inspirations? He trolled the nigga. Yes, that's where the title comes from. He took the C out of Carter and put a B because Wayne was gonna sue him.
Can't name the mixtape Carter 6 cause these fuck ass niggas trying to sue. Just like some hoes. Big old blood, so I'm going Barter 6 on the fucking way.
He felt like he was on Wayne's level. So Barter 6 would drop with one of the most controversial album covers of all time. This man being butt naked. And then 6 days later, this nigga would get Wayne's tour bus shot up.
Shots were fired at the tour bus of Grammy-winning rapper Lil Wayne on the 26th of April. Footage from the NBC affiliate in Atlanta, Georgia showed several bullet holes in the side of the bus, but no injuries were reported.
Like, Thug was moving reckless in 2015. He trolled his idol and then tried to send him up out of here, all over an album that wasn't his. Now, Barter 6 is a classic. It wasn't an instant classic, but it did get eyes on Thug, okay? Like, I remember being a jit and seeing my dad play the Check music video on YouTube on the TV. Songs like With That featuring Dude. Check.
They won't tease on that dick, they won't read on that dick, they won't leash on that dick. Don't Felicia that dick, mama see to that dick, they won't snitch on that dick. And she screaming loud, she can't secret that dick. Mama a piece of
Halftime.
ass off for some head. I don't know that hoe I had like she dead. Insurance on my money like a wreck. Every time I see her, she look at cleavage, fuck her on the $10,000 bed. I can never love a fucker and suck my dick.
Just might be.
Baby, you know that I might be the real little nigga you ever gon' see. Baby, you know that I might be the true little nigga that you wanna be. Baby, you know that I might be the rich little nigga you ever could treat. And you know that I might just scoop that.
All inspired today's underground. A lot of people really pull from this and his 2016 era especially. And a lot of people intentionally or unintentionally try to remake the sound. Prime example being Lil Uzi, who literally had Barter 16 about to drop after he dropped Pink Tape because it was just that phenomenal. Like, Barter 6 was an album you really had to be there. Like, y'all had to understand how different Thug was from everyone else around this time. When Check came out and people seen the video, it just had everyone captivated. This tall, blonde dread, skinny jean wearing, damn near an audible man was getting on the craziest beats and rapping his ass off. Then the ad-libs. Bro was making animal noises, growling, and Thug was really carving out his own sound sonically. Then he came back in September and dropped Slime Season 1. Keep in mind that Barter 6, like I said, it wasn't an instant classic. It wasn't like overnight success for Thug. Barter 6 only sold around 17K first week. It didn't put him on the map for real yet. It allowed him to get eyes on him for sure, but it was still, who is this random Atlanta dude going back and forth with Wayne? Who this dude growling on tracks, whining and shit? That was what everyone was thinking. So what does Thug do? He doubles down and pushes the sound further, but this time in a more melodic direction, with songs like Best Friend.
He don't that good it. Lay that bitch down like they do it. No type of bitch eat that wood, eat that wood. Supply your bitch, I got pistols, no wood. Hop on tacos that are making good. Helicopter chopping with the buzz.
Power.
I make it rain show, you did that. Ain't want no thing about you, you seal that. Hit him with that blocker, nigga, get back.
Ain't no way.
Pussy nigga peasants. What? How my niggas gonna be present. Yeah, bitch, I'm ready like a present. Yeah, I got credit for the debit.
He still has songs inspired from Barter 6. Songs like Stunner.
Pussy, nigga, hit it, second. Yeah, thug it, pussy, Machiavelli. Left pocket, ladies, right.
Which, if you ain't never heard Stunner, I ain't gonna lie, fam. Stunner is such a good turn up song. And mind you, I was in 2nd grade when Thug went on this run. 2015, around this, I was in 2nd grade, if I'm not mistaken. That's how memorable this is. You really just had to be there around this time. Now, we can't talk about Thug without talking about his work ethic. Thug will go on to drop Slime Season 2 the next month. You usually don't see the successor be better than the original, but every Slime Season installment got better, eventually leading to the 3rd one. Every Slime Season cover hard as hell, in my opinion. Thug really just has hard album covers in general. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, he got some of the hardest rap album covers of all time. But the project itself contained nothing but heat. Songs like Big Racks featuring Uzi.
Nigga, back it up. Shot red, shoot at me and cook. Hit me one time, I'm a stunt. Purple leaking, I'm a good. Fuck you, bitch, I don't give a fuck. We get down till we throw.
Raw.
I did me care of my ladies. On her worst day, shit, not like Brady. But I traded it to Keisha cases. Yeah.
My baby.
I got strikes like a Vega. And I can see them from every angle. Holy Ghost with an angel. Holy moly manga. Stand up, represent my.
All fire songs, and all of them had a different sound, showing just how creative Thug could be in a single project. Now, this project is definitely another big inspiration to Underground, especially songs like Raw, where we hear the baby voice kind of start to become more prominent, and he can be heard and harmonizing more. Honestly, Thug really showed off that he was one of the rare artists whose voice alone for an instrument. Like, he was really a pioneer. Artists like Cardi would follow. When Cardi did the whole baby voice, people immediately drew it back to Young Thug. Rightfully so, because Thug is really an influence. Like, he really up there with people like Wayne and Chief Keef when it comes to how many kids they got in the modern day rap space. Now, coming into 2016, this little mixtape run Thug went on would be controversial. The reason I say that is because Thug is from Atlanta and is home to people like Gucci Mane and Future, both artists who helped shape the sound of Atlanta, which Thug would later change with his 2015 and 2016 runs, respectively. But both of them were known for dropping an insane amount of music in a short amount of time. Gucci Mane put Young Thug on. So it makes sense that Gucci Mane would pass down his work ethic to Young Thug. When Young Thug first got signed, they said the man slept in the studio. He didn't leave. Like, there's interview clips of this man talking about he just would not leave the studio. He would just sit in there and record. He would have his family come over, his girls come over. Bro would really just sit in the studio. A lot of people wasn't really feeling this. A lot of people was hating. And one of those people was Metro Boomin. Metro ain't see it that way, which is crazy to me, because Metro and Thug already had music together. But basically, Metro felt like Thug was copying Future, and this would lead to a Twitter spat between Thug, Metro, and Future, which led to this iconic tweet right here. And Thug would drop I'm Up a day before Future dropped his Evil tape. Because at this point, Thug was a rising star in Atlanta. So it's like people off rip knew who Metro was sneak dissing on Twitter. Because Metro ain't put a name on his tweet, but people knew, because it's like, man, Thug the only person blowing up in ATL, Thug the only person going on the mixtape run. So people knew who Metro was talking about. It was like the turning point right before he was accepted into the mainstream. But he was still hungry, and it wasn't the most refined sound, but he was still rapping like he was crazy. I mean, let's look at I'm Up. Let's look at this project. He starts the project with F Cancer.
Hey, fuck cancer. Shout out to Boozy. I fuck your main bitch. I think recruiters. Let's get it. Hey! Get it on my niggas. Yeah, they with it. Cause he pussy nigga.
This nigga ain't even let the beat breathe or heat up. He just went in. Then songs like King Troop.
Hot at the bend. I check for some twins. Had the jury in. I hot that again. Pull up in the rain.
Thug really was just a different type of artist for real. Obviously, he didn't outsell Future, but the fact he felt like he could mess up Future's drop and was bold enough to do it really helped put more eyes on him, because it's like, who does this nigga think he is to compete with Future? Like, who is this? Like, that's really what people just kept asking. People just couldn't escape Thug. He was not going away. There was no denying that he was finna drop some music. You could say whatever you wanted about him. You could call him gay. You could do whatever, you say whatever. He was gonna beef with you on IG Live like he did with The Game, like he did with Ply. Like, he just didn't care. Thug was one of those people who you was gonna see him. The next month, he would drop the final, in my opinion, the best installment of Slime Season 3. Remember my uncles and whatnot, they playing it, and it gave us classic songs like Digit. Worth it.
I know you accept my apology. I know that ass fat at the bottom, please. I need a beat though, baby, swallow me. I know when you're around, baby, follow me. I wanna eat green, I can wallow leaf.
And I think this album really helps cement Thug's place in not the mainstream, but just in this kind of limbo state where people could bump Young Thug comfortably, but at the same time, it was kind of like, who is this still? It was still, who is this? Thug wasn't mainstream yet. Because you gotta remember, it still contained the wild ad-libs, but it also saw Young Thug refine his sound a lot. Just really tell that he was evolving as an artist. Then in August, 5 days after my birthday on the 26th, would come Jeffrey. Now this was controversial. I mean, the nigga wore a dress. Now, personally, I think the album cover hard, but when people seen this nigga pop out again in a dress, because this isn't the first time, when they seen this man in a dress again for an album cover, they looked at this nigga like he was crazy. The first reason he gave was he just thought it was creative. The second reason was, oh, I had to hide an AK in my dress. I don't know which one's true. I really don't care, because the music that came off this project was fire nonetheless. He completely refined his sound. It's like once bro got his teeth done, which he was showing them bitches off. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen where you can see Thug was just showing them veneers off. Once he got his teeth done, it's like he completely refined his sound to match the new persona that he was stepping into. He named the album after himself, so it's like, okay, we kind of starting to get more of an insight into Young Thug, who really is behind the persona of Young Thug, who is Jeffrey. And you can kind of see that with just the track list of the album. Every single track on the album is named after a person, and on some of the songs, he uses said person's flow, like on Future Swag.
She red like a boat, La mama, she red like a boat. La mama, she ready for woe, she ready for dick in her ass in her throat. La mama, she went for the faculty. La mama, she ready, she yell at me. Don't do it.
He goes in and he doesn't let the beat breathe. Goes in, raps his ass off, and then the only time you gonna ever hear that beat for real is if it's an ad-lib. Other than that, there is no dead air in a song when Future's using that flow. Thug did it on Future Swag, paying homage to Future. Then on songs like Wyclef Jean and Kanye West, all of those are named after people he took inspiration from. Once Jeffrey dropped, people had to accept Young Thug. He was here to stay. He wasn't going anywhere. And by this point, he was already up there. He debuted at number 8 on the Billboard 200, and he was really building the foundation of his career. With this, there was no more denying Thugger. Okay, at this point, Young Thug was solidified.
Okay, bye.
Deep, so you know I had to make it right. Baby show no signal, I'm like a satellite. All the lean, I could barely even drive at night.